Well, the majority of the snow is melted off. I've been hanging out here at the bus, getting a lot of things done, getting some maintenance done on the bus. Had a lot of winter prep that I didn't get to, and I still got a few things like back here in the back, that rear AC. It's got a little bit of a water leak. I fixed it temporarily. You can see I fixed the hose. Just been taking care of a lot of stuff that needed taken care of. And I'm getting ready to go do some laundry and a few other things and just trying to catch up on stuff. I haven't done laundry since I got back from the trip, and he just wants to hang out outside, but he cold. He a cold puppy. I am truly so happy to have her going again. Like, it's just one of those things that when you have a car that makes you happy, you're just like, yeah. You're just excited to go places and do things, and just really adds a little bit of that enjoyment in life. And you honestly need that when it comes to day-to-day stuff, because every day kind of drags on you. But when you can just run to the grocery store and you're having fun because you're in a cool car, it makes having a grocery getter a really fun daily really worth it. I normally try not to let the laundry stack up that bad because I don't have that much room in the car, so it's usually an ass pain to load. I mean, it all fits, but like barely, you know what I mean? I made my way over to the laundromat over here doing some laundry, and I've just been sitting here staring at this car, thinking about how much I love it and what actually inspired me originally to actually love a C3 so much. And it was my brother/cousin that had a anniversary edition 75, and he took me for a ride in it, and it just tickled my fancy. Like, I loved the way the doors were, I loved how everything felt in it, and just it was such an amazing car. He took the T-tops out and just felt like I was free. And I've always loved those curves and always loved just everything about it. I really love the nose on them, like, especially when you look at them from the front. They're so such a great looking car. It's just one of those cars in life that you're like, yeah, that's mine. Yeah, it's mine. Yeah, it's mine. Yeah. Me and my wife were having a conversation tonight about being able to tell whether or not God's voice is in your head, whether it's one of your thoughts or whether it's God's thoughts. And she was asking me how I did it. And I think it's because I spend so much time by myself and I spend so much time in my head already that I can tell when it's not, and I'm more familiar with it. It's like, imagine this, like when your mom calls or your dad calls, you instantly recognize their voice, right? Because you're familiar with it. I'm not saying I'm super familiar with God's voice or he's talking to me all the time, but I can tell when it's a prompting from him and when it's a mental prompting I have of my own. So, just thoughts I wanted to give you guys. Like, I'm not saying I know some way to talk to God, but I can tell when he's speaking to me and when he wants me to do things or puts things on my heart. I can just tell the difference. And it's not like I'm hearing voices, don't think that, but although I might. I try to live my entire life by faith, by the things God puts on my heart, and by letting him lead. Now, I'm not saying I'm waiting for God to make every decision. God made me so I can make my own decisions. But he also puts things on my heart, and you can tell the difference. So you can tell if you're doing something for you or if you're doing it for, like, God's sake. Because he even asks you to do shit you don't even understand why. Some stuff you're just like, well, I don't understand. It's not for you to understand. It's for you just to do. And it's being faithful. And when he puts it on your heart, not to go and question and be like, oh, why, God, why? It's just to do it, and he's going to bless you later because you were faithful. And God blesses me all the time. This is a blessing. Right back here, I used to pray for a Corvette. I wanted almost this exact Corvette. He almost nailed it. I wanted yellow or black, but I'm cool with the red interior because it allows me to go to either color. Although it'll never end up being those two colors, but that's what I've always had imagined in my head. Evidently, God had it imagined that I needed a burgundy one. Man purple. But he answers blessings and prayers all the time. And you gotta think that you need to be faithful. I'm not saying you gotta earn it, but it's almost as if he blesses you because you are faithful. Because you're his faithful servant. So, just give me little tips I got.